Glenn.
Thank you.
Ian LePage. Welcome.
Thanks for the opportunity to be able to speak. I'm here to speak against the proposed closure of the Akara Service Centre here. I find it very difficult to comprehend why you would want to close a service centre and take away a service from the community. It appears that you're wanting to operate on electronic systems a lot more, and if that was the case, why wouldn't you be closing your bigger service centres, which have got access to the civic offices far more readily? The remote township of Akara is quite unique in that it's based on a rural thing with a tourist as a tourist centre. It's basically an hour and a half from Christchurch centre here, and doesn't have a easy bus service between the two. So why close the service centre? It would appear that you've taken away a lot of the services that should be operating out of a service centre, so that you're arguable that the service centre isn't functioning to a great degree. I would suggest that you want to put more services into the service centre to allow them to operate better. An example would be, recently I applied for a building consent. Building consents can't be lodged at the service centres. I came into the civic offices here only to be told I only accepted on electronic format. When I pointed out that the form actually says hard copies acceptable, I was told I had an old form, but I'd only downloaded that form off your website 2 days ago, earlier. What happened after that was they didn't into my application into the system for 5 days, in which case it went up to a senior building officer and was sent back to the counter staff to ring me and say that I needed other information. I pointed out to them that on the phone that I didn't need that other information. It was there, and I was correct, and they put me through to the senior one. They said, "Oh, well, I'll get him to ring you back," which he did in 2 hours later. And first thing he did was he said, "I must apologise to you. I got it wrong." Why couldn't the service centre have taken an application, put it in a courier bag and sent it through, if that's the way you want to handle the work? It seems to me quite logical. Another aspect is the booking of the recreation ground. That, unfortunately, is totally out of order in the way that it's they don't understand, and the form takes so long to fill in. If you could do a face-to-face application, this could be quite easy done, and the person could actually fill the form in electronically at the counter at the service centre. Thanks for the opportunity.
Look, thank you very much for coming in and making the submission in person. It's much appreciated. And I know that there are a lot more of the submissions that we're going to hear on this particular subject, having looked at some in advance, so you are not alone. Thank you. Sarah